hot stuff coming in, and I don't mean the food. I love my aprons. I have so many. I'm alive, and I owe you guys so much. So we're kicking off the fall season with these super soft, super chewy molasses cookies, starting with creaming a stick and a half of butter. That's 12 tablespoons of butter and 1 cup of sugar. Creaming that together on a medium speed with the paddle attachment. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can simply use a regular hand mixer and works just fine. Something's not right. Got it. So we're gonna cream that together for about, just a couple minutes till it's nice and smooth. I like to clean up as I'm baking. It makes things go by so much better. It keeps the kitchen clean, so definitely utilize your dishwasher. When that's done creaming together, we're gonna add about a teaspoon of vanilla. I use a lot of different brands. Today I'm using Simply Organic. Okay, look, I go to the gym, I promise. To be honest, I never really measure vanilla. I just kind of do a couple drops, give that a quick mix. Then I'm also gonna scrape down the bowl just to make sure everything is fully incorporated. To that mixture, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 egg. Can't do the 1-hand crack, don't be discouraged. I'm still trying to work on my 2-hand crack. If you guys remember from the last video, it was not pretty. Go ahead and mix that together just till it's combined. And we can set this aside. And we can set this aside for a moment and move on to our dry ingredients. I think this video is going by a lot smoother than the past videos because it's been a trip, and I think I've learned so much just by doing it. I've only done 3 so far, but I've learned so much every time, and I always try to make it better somehow in some way, whether it's at angles, I don't know if you guys peep, like giving you guys different angles of what I'm doing, or just preparation is key. It's helped so much. So I think this video is running by pretty smooth. I think so. I think we're doing great. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, why haven't we preheated the oven yet? It's because later on, we're actually gonna chill this dough for about an hour. So we don't need to turn on the oven yet. We're gonna do that when we finish the dough and put it in the freezer. All right, so for your dries, we got 2 cups and 1/4 of flour. You can sift it, you cannot sift it. Some people don't think sifting is necessary. I just like to do it just to make sure nothing gets lumpy or anything like that, especially when it comes to like the baking soda and baking powder, because you do not want clumps of baking soda or baking powder. I promise you it's not good. I accidentally had that in some gingerbread cookies I did last winter, and it kind of like made my mouth like a little numb sometimes. Like it was just like a quick thing, but you don't want it, I promise. So we're just gonna sift all of those together, and then we're also gonna add in about a 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. Teaspoon. A half. And lastly, of course, got to give it about a teaspoon of that Salt Bae action. Don't try that at home. And then you just get it all over the counter. But we'll sweep it up later. Oh, Salt Bae is not mine. If you don't know where Salt Bae came from, then you've been living under a rock. They love it, the people love it. But I think the people really love the wink. You can watch that video. I'll post it later, but you can watch that video of the wink series. It's just like a combination of me doing the wink during a lot of my videos. It was like a whole thing with like a match on Tinder. Yes, I'm 21 years old. I've used Tinder. Give it a nice little mix. I usually use like a tiny whisk, but that one is in the dishwasher because I used it earlier. Almost forgot the most important ingredient, the molasses. We're gonna add in about 1/2 cup of molasses to that butter and sugar mixture. Gonna give the bowl a little wipe down. Just make sure we get all that butter in there. And we're back at it. All right, so we got everything together. We're gonna mix together our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. Even when you mix it though, this dough is still gonna be super wet, which is why we're gonna be chilling it in the freezer for about an hour. So we're just gonna mix that on low really quick so it doesn't cause a mess. Molasses makes things super chewy and super moist. So when you use it, it's naturally just gonna keep things pretty moist. Put the rest of the dry in there. If you guys haven't already, definitely go and check out some of the other videos. All right, so you see that dough. Now, I will say this dough is a lot better than the dough I made the other day for the TikTok video. Probably stick it in the freezer for about 45 minutes to an hour if needed. Just enough for us to work with it and it's not sticking to our fingers like it is here. If you guys could, while you're watching, make sure you like and subscribe to the page. It is super important that you turn on those post notifications as well. That way you don't miss out on anything. Who knows? I may or may not drop, a cookie or two at your doorstep. You never know. She's all done. We're gonna stick this in the freezer. While this was in the freezer, like I mentioned, we had our oven preheating to 350, okay? Just gonna ball these up. Take about, I don't know, just a nice little handful. Ball it up. Once you get it in a nice ball, take it, dip it, twist it, bop it. I always use silicone mats now. I don't use parchment paper because it's a great investment. If you can get them, get them. If not, it's still totally fine. But parchment paper, like, it cooks the bottom of the cookie way faster. So many factors that, can affect the cookie. And that can be from the pan itself to whatever you're using to sit them on. But I only use silicone mats now. Bless up to whoever got me the first. If you don't know what dash mail is, you'll have to check out TikTok and click the playlist. Actually, I have a playlist on TikTok that says dash mail, and that's where people support and send me a lot of my utensils. Honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for dash mail. I would not. I wouldn't have anything. Want to roll some dough? We're gonna stop dodging your features when you're ready for your debut. I don't know why you think that's like an option. She's gonna be in a video. She doesn't know it yet. Should I sing something for you guys while I roll? Let me see your best move. Anything can happen. Ever since I met you, no need to imagine. Baby, all I'm asking is let me take you dancing. Like da 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 da. Checking on the cookies. I will not stop until I make a video with Jason Derulo. It makes sense. Look at his page. Look at him. Look at me. Look at us. It makes sense. It just makes sense. There's no debate. There's no debate. So I'm not stopping until I get a video with him. Jason, we were meant to be together. When those come out, we're gonna put these in the oven at 350 for about 12 to 14 minutes, but you really want to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't overcook. I like to pull mine out slightly early so that they can just kind of finish firming up outside of the oven and it keeps them nice and soft. All right, we're gonna do a little switcheroo, but these are those. So when they cool down, they're gonna start to sink in a little bit, but it's just gonna look awesome though. Side note, did you guys peep the island? Oh, look at it. Oh. We are finished. They are beautiful. Look at these. Nice and thick, but soft and chewy on the inside. Should we open one? Let's open one. Oh my gosh. So soft and fluffy. That's the one. Putting that one in the books. Writing it down. That is all I got for you guys today. This is a super easy, super quick dessert. I think you guys should definitely try to kick off the fall season. Little something, nothing too crazy, okay? And most importantly, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below or somewhere. I don't know where it'll be, but just click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss anything over time, okay? As always, taste the vibes. I'll catch you guys later. Sweet pepper. And a half of butter. That's, oh my gosh. I don't mean the food. No, stop. Super chewy molasses cookies. Hot stuff coming in, and I don't mean the food. I'm alive. Nope.